What's up, guys? This is your girl Ashley Wills, aka the Life Guru. And guys, I'm not gonna lie, this is probably gonna be one of the last vlogs I'm gonna do, possibly for some time. Because as the weather's gonna be changing, I'm about to get my little butt out and about. You know what I'm saying? Like in the winter time, I don't do much, but once that weather starts getting percolating, I'm out. That's when the fishing trips and the camping and all that stuff is gonna be going down. So I'm super excited for that because I'm already making my reservations on all stuff I want to tackle this summer and this spring too, actually. And I guess I hope you enjoyed and had a great time with the Super Bowl parties and the shows and all this stuff. I can't lie, I'm a little disappointed with the game. The game was a little to me, but congratulations to the Seahawks. I was actually rooting for them. Yeah. So good job, boys. Good job. And as for the halftime show, what can I say? Period. It was good. It was good. It was good. I enjoyed it. I know there's a lot of debates over which one was better. Listen, my thing is I always root for the ones who have meaning, who put logic to it, who's real with it. Like I'm not on somebody who's trying to go at it with some ego trip, trying to top a performance, bruh. By all means, shoot for the next Super Bowl if it's that serious. But Bad Bunny, you did it. Everybody, the special guests. In case a lot of people didn't see it yet, I don't want to give out too many details, but the special people who was there and everything like that, the performers, the dancers, the choreographer, all that, y'all did work. So beautiful performances. Um, but guys, this is gonna be a simple one. Because I was chatting with a good friend literally late last night. Um, and guys, she's actually the one who I always often bring up because she's been going through it. And with her commitment ship, I like to call it. But so to speak, guys, she was like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, and I've been there. I've been there. It's very frustrating when you think you finally found the one and it's just not, back to back, it's just not going well. And I think now I'm at the age where I'm cool. But she's still at that age where she really wants to put herself out there. And she's like, I don't get it. What am I doing wrong? So, me being a seer, and if you guys don't know what a seer is, do your research. I'm not going to go into details about that, but do your research what a seer is. But me being a seer, I had to look into her and say, like, what are you doing? Because sometimes it can be destructive, self-destruction that can hurt you when it comes to you finding someone. It really can. Sometimes a lot of people think it's that other person's fault or their fault or whatever, but sometimes a lot of people don't understand they can also cause it too within themselves with certain characteristics they don't realize. But one tall tale I like to tell people is if you're really trying to, see if someone's the one or if they even have the heart to be the one or, someone who is even good potential. I'm gonna let you on a little secret. Now, this came out in one of these movies. What was it? It was a Vivica Fox movie. I think it was Two Can Play That Game, where the mama gave that banging advice. Like, and this was what the heterosexual feels. So this is what the man and the mom was like. If you ever want to know if a man really cares about you or if he loves you, see if he offers you that last piece of chicken. Now, I don't like going there because it's so stereotypical. I would like to say that that last piece of food that they have, may that be a piece of roast, a steak or something. You know what I'm saying? I like to do that, but I was like, really, that chicken? But needless to say, it was true though, because when a man offers you that last piece of whatever it is that he has, that he, loves to eat or whatever, that's when them emotions is real. Now, when it comes to on the women's standpoint, or even outside of heterosexuality, let's just put it that way. Yes, it can flow the same way. It doesn't matter. It can that last food option. But I just like to say this: if that person willingly offers you something that they really care about, it could be anything. It could be a piece of food. It could be and a lot of women would be like, "What about the bill?" First of all, you can't put that on nobody because times is hard these days. I'm just saying. But it could be anything, guys. It could be that last sip of coffee, or it could be they sacrifice themselves to take the crap seating area, crap seat or whatever. They give you the more comfortable seat. or just things like they give you something that's very personal, or they sacrifice their comforts for yours. Let's just put it that way. I know a couple of my friends, especially when the Pokemon stuff was really hitting, the Pokemon Goes and the Pokemon cards and stuff. It was, they had these machines back then where you can put quarters in, and they give you Pokemon cards, and I was there a couple of times when my friends brought their girls and stuff, and we always in Pokemon real heavy, and then, you know, I saw how they sacrificed their quarters and everything for that chick. They're like, nah, I want you to have it. Let this be for you. Knowing they was diehard Pokemon fans, like they wanted every little card they got, but the fact is they was willing to sacrifice their own personal gain for that individual was beautiful. It was really beautiful. That's how you know if there's something legitimate there. Now I'm not gonna lie, that you know sometimes people get caught in moments and they be like, oh yeah, baby, I got you, and then you find some other stuff down along the line. But at least I can say it's really encouraging when you see these type of actions being done selfishly with no one saying, come on, what you gonna do? Or, what I'm saying, they willing doing it. What I'm saying, they in a very open way, they just do it with no problem. So I would say just look out for signs for that. If you just got someone that constantly just saying gimme, 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 and they're not even trying to spit nothing for you, regardless of the selfish act, the selfless act, guys, this is go on to when I say you got to know and understand your worth. I'm seeing so many people get involved with people who literally are giving their all for these individuals, and yet they're not giving anything in return. And when it comes to things like that, at the end of the day, you can't do that. Yeah, you can't do that, guys. You know, give a little, receive a little, vice versa. I'm saying, just don't get yourself tied to people who just are gimmeers. Gimme, 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 me. I don't do that. And I know, like, sometimes people are lonely, and they think certain little things is, oh my God, they like me, and they might like you, but at the end of the day, they might like what they're getting out of you. There's a big difference with that. So yeah, just guys, just truly, just get yourselves involved with someone that's genuine. And I get it; it's very hard to find those type of people who are not so quick to say gimme, gimme, gimme. Who are also the ones who are us type. Like, let us do this together. Let's us, because I can't not lie. That's a tall tale one for me, is someone who's definitely not showing us qualities. Now, I've been there where someone would say, "Oh, let us do this together. Let us do it." But it's usually, sometimes I notice it's things that they want to do, which is nothing wrong with that. But when they don't ask what are things you want to do, see, that's the difference. See, y'all gotta pay attention to the little pimp games that be in the mix sometimes. Because a lot of times when they kind of still use that us phrase, you gotta see if they're using that us phrase that pertains mostly to them. See, now if it's not a us that's equal to you and that individual, there you go, because you're still catering to what they want. You're still catering to what they want you to do. You're still catering to them. Versus you're molding yourself, and before you know, you're molding and training yourself to apply by everything they want you to do for them. And you might just have a little teeny bit of you in there somewhere involved with that, but 9 times out of 10, that's not going to be the case. So yeah, guys, just start paying attention to certain subtle signs and tells and things like that. But get yourselves involved with us people. There's so many great, wonderful singles out there, guys. But the problem is, so many individuals out there are not giving them a chance because they're too afraid to. They're already set in their ways. They gave up. That's the truth. A lot of these same individuals are saying that. I still see you on dating apps. So if that's the case, if that's the truth, why are you still on them? Because there's a part of you that still wants that. There's a part of you that still has hope for it. Then allow yourself to do that. Allow yourself to, get out of those insecurities and give yourself a chance. Because guess what? As you get older, it gets harder. I'm telling you that right now, it gets harder. So yeah, don't cheat yourself. Treat yourself.